Hello.
Power on.
Doing mozzie potatoes. So Maioli.
1 yuan per kilogram.
Radish.
For Chinese people, life is centered on the farmer's market.
Morning.
It is the gateway to local customs, always hustling and bustling with human touch. It is also a vibrant social hub, where people immerse themselves in trivial matters in daily life.
You're so narrow-minded.
In the small alleys and open markets, everyone is a poet of life, gathering ingredients and cooking delicacies. Days pass by between chopping boards and stoves. There is the way in marketplaces and true love in daily life. We can't live without farmers' markets.
If the slow train is available,
Something else. On the way to the county market, the train has become a mobile farmer's market.
2 chickens sold for 234 yuan.
The Sichuan peppers are good.
Villagers know well that the train cars are filled with the freshest ingredients from villages. To fulfill their needs, they need to act quickly. The Daliang Mountains are over 2,000 meters above sea level. The pristine natural environment produces the bitter buckwheat, city people's favorite. It is rich in rutin, which is a source of bitterness and also the buster of many diseases. Mix the flour with 90 degrees Celsius hot water, and then bake the dough. The bitterness fades, and the fragrance of the buckwheat emerges. If boiled, the dough is kneaded into palm-sized pieces and cooked in boiling water for 10 minutes. This is the Daliang Mountains version of steamed buns. Thanks to the train, good things can leave the mountains and become stars. This railway becomes the red carpet leading to a better life. At Tioko Station, Liu Erwuji is ready to step on the red carpet. But as she waits, she realizes something is wrong. Why is she the only one on the platform?
I can't board the train at this station.
Due to temporary adjustments, the train skipped this station. Liu Erwuji, who didn't see the notice in advance, made a bold decision.
I'm running to Shenyang Station.
Chasing a train while carrying more than 10 kilograms of goods. How is that possible? But Liu Erwuji looks relaxed, seemingly confident of success. The 5633 train travels along the Chengdu-Kunming Railway, an extremely challenging project. Starting in 1958, it took 12 years to complete. From Taikoo to Xingliang Station, there's a 100-meter vertical drop. The train winds along the mountains, passing through 3 Z-shaped slopes, covering a distance of about 9,000 meters. While the straight-line distance between the two stations is just over 1,000 meters. If one walks faster and knows the route well, they might catch up with the train.
This is the pickled vegetables.
Once 4 more stops. It is the Torch Festival of the Yi people in the Yungshan. Through buying and selling, the lady shows her sharp business acumen. The torches light up the city celebrations and also bring food from the mountains to people all around the world. Wujing Pig's diaphragm is as crystal as a jade belt. The Yi people lightly scrape the mountain pepper root. The scattered shavings impart a mixed aroma of lemon, lemongrass, and ginger to the pork. At 300 degrees Celsius, the high temperature shortens the grilling time, maximally preserving the juices. It perfectly singes the pork skin, making the meat tender and the skin fragrant. During the Torch Festival, Xichang is filled with aromas of various foods. The passionate years deep in the mountains are displayed in the streets of the city. The railway passes through the mountains, bringing various food to different places. Along the route, different food materials nourish people's taste buds and weave the connection between the mountains and cities. The farmers' market is a transit hub for local products and also a birthplace of regional culinary traditions. Their offerings change in harmony with times, composing a song of 4 seasons on everyday dining tables. Today is the last day before the fishing ban. People at Lulan Market start a war of stockpiling. The seafood from 5 fishery ports around Ningbo will meet the daily needs of local residents for the next 3 months.
It's the last day. Buy some now. Some more. We both sell for 37 yuan.
How about 36?
Ningbo people cannot go a single day without seafood. The wisdom of preserving and extracting umami is born from this necessity.
Today's cuttlefish is quite good, with roe and eggs.
Soaked in salt for 7 days, the proteins coagulate. The nidamental glands take on an amber sheen, while the ink sac preserves the richest ocean flavor.
Cuttlefish nidamental glands look unattractive, but taste good.
Whether minced into a paste or cooked whole, they're always a treasure of umami. Five months later, 700 kilometers away in Baiyin, the menu also changes with the seasons. The sub-zero temperatures have nothing to do with autumn, but it doesn't affect the busy scene here. The Chinese cabbages are at their peak of crispness and juiciness. Around 6,000 tons of Chinese cabbages are the signal of the winter.
Cheap now. Pollution-free vegetables.
1 yuan per kilogram. Chinese cabbages are cheap now.
Shouting like this actually scares them away.
The morning market is bustling with people.
Look at my Chinese cabbages, so sweet. If not, you don't have to pay.
For vegetable farmers, the National Day holiday week is a golden opportunity to meet their KPIs. Every merchant has tens of thousands of kilograms of autumn vegetables.
Sweet and crunchy radishes. I'll cut a slice for you. I still have some sliced radishes. Take it. Hurry!
Some emphasize emotional connections,
Come on, take a photo of us. We are dance partners.
while others highlight affordability.
You're so stingy and petty, like me.
Who's petty, you or me?
The one who's the peeling leaves. Watch out. Did you see it? Give them a ride while taking the vegetables home.
You two better sit tight.
In this scene that we are most familiar with, there is the worldly wisdom between buyers and sellers, as well as the honesty that transcends mere transactions.
There's the white mold on the swansai. Sometimes it will rot.
Add some vinegar. Blanch them in hot water.
The farmer's market is a barometer of seasonal transitions and a wind vane for the kitchens of countless households. Suankai and dried vegetables stretch in hot soup. As fermentation and aging produce different amino acids that awaken the dormant taste buds of northerners in the winter.
Recently, wild mushrooms will come to the market soon. Make sure they are thoroughly cooked. If symptoms like dizziness or hallucinations occur, seek medical help at the nearest healthcare facility immediately.
The farmer's market always follows the rhythm of seasons. As the flavor hub, it connects different parts of the country. Every one of them interprets seasonal offerings uniquely, forming a beautiful fugue. In July, the Muxuehua Market in downtown Kunming shows a festive atmosphere. Each truck entering the market triggers a wave of excitement.
Any matsutake?
Some have a clear goal, while others are waiting for a lucky find.
The chanterelle is 130 yuan.
About 70% of the wild mushrooms that we eat start their journey from here.
This is green brittle gill. This is shingled hedgehog.
It's delicious.
How many wild edible mushrooms do you know? In Yunnan, there are more than 900 types. Chinese people have a unique taste for umami, and edible mushrooms excel at delivering it. In the snow mountains, meadows, valleys, and forests, the 129 diverse microenvironments bring each mushroom its unique character. You simply need a pair of sharp eyes.
Most of them are Hemipris gagaudong, slightly more toxic than the Lanmao asiatica.
Distinguishing poisonous mushrooms is an ancient skill. Besides the inspection teams in markets, many locals are adept at distinguishing poisonous mushrooms.
Those wearing hats or skirts are usually poisonous.
If it is not cooked thoroughly, it'll make you hallucinate.
Some toxins can be avoided by vision, while others require culinary skills to handle. Giant Xiao King is a type of boletus that changes its color when it is injured. It contains a hallucinogenic substance that might cause hallucinations if not cooked properly. Locals jokingly call it seeing little people. The proper temperature is the solution. Cooking at over-low heat for more than 15 minutes can turn danger into delight, making it a delicious delicacy. To sell at Muxuehua Market, judging whether mushrooms are poisonous is just a basic required skill.
The green brittle gill isn't hot. From selection to transportation to the state it arrives in here, I'm very concerned. If it doesn't meet my standards, I won't ship it.
Lin Zhuanxi is the best mushroom seller at Muxuehua Market. With his own suppliers, he only picks the best mushrooms. Over 20 years in the market, he's built a clientele of over 2,000 across the country. Logically, a seller like him should be worry-free. But lately, he has started to feel anxious. Last year around this time, the mushrooms already came to market. Why not this year?
It hasn't rained for days. The mushrooms just began to sprout. Clients are calling impatiently.
Can you try to find more supplies?
In mid-July, the king of fungi is expected to appear. The man on the phone is Liu Zikun, a mushroom farmer who collaborates with Lin Zhuanxi. He has contracted 33 hectares of forest to carefully cultivate this mushroom variety favored by locals. In Yan'an,
Only a few. It grows slowly. It takes at least 20 days to harvest.
in the Xiao Forest Farm, faint white hyphae appear in the soil. This is a sign of the king of fungi. Slow-growing and temperamental, it lives harmoniously with the forest, being unable to be cultivated artificially. Can a thunderstorm awaken the king of fungi? The 3-meter-deep pit used to be a pond. Due to the higher humidity, the king of fungi is more likely to appear here earlier than in other places. Phthalopthora gambajune, or gamba fungus, is one of the wild mushrooms discovered in China and named using Chinese pinyin. Thanks to over 50 volatile chemical compounds, it carries the scent of nature and the fragrance of fruits with a hint of wine aroma. The most complex aroma makes it the undisputed king of fungi in Yan'an.
From the moment they leave the soil, gamba fungus has been racing against time. As time passes, the unique aroma of gamba fungus gradually diminishes.
How is the quality this year? The tension is palpable.
Smells good. The vulva is removed. It's golden and fresh, but those aren't enough to tell its freshness. When I hold it, it doesn't prick my hand, so I fear that it isn't of the best quality. If it pricks my face, it's qualified. I break it apart. And it's crunchy with crisp sounds. You can smell the unique aroma of gamba fungus. This is, in my mind, the top-grade gamba fungi.
After the acceptance, Lin Juanxi and his team slow down to carefully break the gamba fungi into smaller pieces. Why not race against time?
When processing gamba fungi, there's a lot of sand inside. I don't want efficiency. I want the team to go slow and even slower. Make sure the vulva is cleaned.
Once the detailed cleaning is done, they suddenly speed up.
Look at the time. It's 10:30 a.m. Deadline is 11:00 a.m. Hurry, the faster, the better. Hurry.
Lin Juanxi has stayed with the process for 7 hours until the king of fungi sets off. The Mushuihua market is conveniently located, so the gamba fungi harvested in the early morning can reach places 1,000 miles away by that evening. In Kunming, locals can certainly enjoy the freshest mushrooms. The sooner after gamba fungi leave the soil, the stronger their aroma. Using 100 grams of dried gamba fungi with the special aroma too. Pair with yan and ham can elevate a fried rice dish to the seasoned star plate. However, to Lin Juanxi, a gamba fungi expert, the fleeting umami can be preserved too. Premium gamba fungi are sent to clients, while smaller pieces aren't wasted. Paired with chives, flour, and xiaobei chili peppers, balanced with brown sugar for enhanced flavor, then marinated in Chinese baijiu for half a month. A jar of versatile sauce is ready. Wild mushrooms are ingredients that require the utmost respect. To manage their quality. Some markets emphasize sellers' keen vision, while others have talents in obscurity, showcasing exquisite craftsmanship.
Peel it. You can try one.
For stir fry, the slices will be small and thin. If it's for hot pot, I'll cut them into strips.
If this stall fails me, I'll go to another.
Did you process them all?
I can handle over 100 pigeons in a day.
The fast pace of modern life pushes sellers in the farmers market to hone their skills constantly. Meticulous processing ensures more regular customers. It's these hidden masters that make the market's name shine brighter. At 3 a.m., vendors start to exhibit their goods. Most of us never witness this scene, but it's a part of Zhang Shuang's daily routine.
Look at our chili peppers, long and beautiful.
Chili peppers like this will make dishes taste better. I usually head out around 3 a.m. to buy ingredients. One has to get up early to buy the best produce. Do you have any pork aorta?
How many do you want?
As many as you have.
All right.
One pig has only one ascending aorta. There are 4 pigs. And the pork silver skin, one pig only has 1 or 2 grams of it.
You've bought up the entire market supply.
May your business boom. If you're late, you won't be able to buy these ingredients. Many customers come specifically for them.
As the first rays of sunlight hit the Ganjiang plain, Zhang Shuang's stoves have already burned bright red. 2 iron woks and 4 pressure cookers, she cooks with them all by herself. In this market in Taiha, Jiangxi, people don't take food home after shopping. There are about 10 of us. Here's what we bought.
Okay.
Please match the ingredients.
pork belly with chili peppers, duck tongues with onions V. That works. Just a moment.
Thank you.
I don't have a menu. I cook whatever customers bring. Whatever ingredients they have, I make sure they leave satisfied.
When Zhang Shuang has set up a full banquet for her customers, it is only 9 a.m. Cold dishes, stir-fries, stews, and soups with chicken, duck, fish, and pork are all served. Such a combination is the common morning wine for the people of Taiha. Whether it is to meet friends, discuss business, or simply satisfy an appetite, the morning wine in the farmer's market is the first choice.
A morning wine makes you feel great all day.
When drinking morning wine, it should be enjoyable, but not overwhelming. So the locals mix rice wine with beer in a 1:3 ratio, creating the refreshing Anpito. The popular morning wine culture in Taiha owes its origins to market vendors. They start work late at night and finish in the morning. Using the leftover ingredients, they whip up simple dishes with neighbors as a reward after a day's labor. Over time, ordinary citizens have been drawn in. Morning wine restaurants and markets have become a trend, each with its own specialties. Zhang Shuang's specialty dish takes just 60 seconds to prepare. The stir-fried double crisp needs 6 sections of pig's ascending aorta and 250 grams of pork silver skin. This tenderloin, along with the connective tissue attached to the pig's skin, has 2 layers, offering a unique combination of elasticity and tenderness. The wait at 3 a.m. becomes the 3 seconds in the wok. Unpleasant odors dissipate with a gentle sizzle, while the fragrance of fat rises with the steam.
It can't be cooked for too long, or it becomes too tough. We rely on our eyes when cooking. No special skills.
Once the red and green chili pepper slices are added, this stir-fried double crisp is umami and spicy.
After giving birth to my baby in 1993, I didn't know what to do, so I opened a restaurant. I didn't want to ask my husband for money, and I could spend however I wanted with the money I made. I learned as I ran the restaurant till now.
In this small restaurant, Zhang juggles the roles of owner, chef, and waitress. Each morning, she serves at least 10 tables of guests, with at least 10 dishes per table.
When I feel pressured, I make a resolution to myself. Whatever I do, I must do it well. No matter how tired, I have to make sure customers are satisfied.
Quick hands, quick feet, and an even quicker mind. Coordinating everything from beginning to end, she has to react instantly. Even drinking water is done in a race against time.
Get me a bowl of tofu.
A bowl of tofu.
When I'm too busy, the neighbors will come to help. We treat each other like family.
When I started doing business here, I didn't know much. She taught me a lot.
What touches me the most is that, when we were busy, she often asked if we wanted to eat at her place. Nearby neighbors beat distant relatives.
Her only flaw is that she works too hard. I hope she doesn't exhaust herself.
Ma'am, a portion of beef tendon.
Okay. Get me some tofu and cooked beef tendon. Hurry.
Get her 1 kilogram of cooked beef tendon.
Okay, Kuyai, get her 1 kilogram of cooked beef tendon. Coming.
The group of best friends at the market each has their unique skills, which should not be underestimated. 35 kilograms of beef bones yield 5 kilograms of tendons. The cooked beef tendon is Kuyai's expertise of turning waste into treasure.
The bones are bought from the market, then they are steamed to make beef tendons.
By fixing a sharp knife at an angle, both hands glide along its edge, skillfully separating the tendons from the bones, showcasing the technique of a master butcher.
X. Oh Hung, the beef tendon is here. I'll grab a bottle of water.
Sure.
Savvy regulars won't miss out on this delicacy unique to the farmers' markets of Taiha. The gelatin of the tendons melts under high heat, forming a glossy, sticky sauce. Served straight from the wok, it is elastic and becomes more flavorful with each bite. As noon approaches and the market quiets, Zhang Xiaohong still has one last table of customers.
Enough.
Come on. Let's drink.
The most comforting moment of each day must be the sisterhood's gathering.
Let's eat.
How many more years do you plan to work before retiring?
15 years, I think. It's better to keep working with so many good neighbors. I'm so happy.
After 8 hours of hard work, a glass of peach wine and a few words of chit-chat are the best comforts when they are exhausted.
The hands belong to a cook.
They are the hands of a cook, covered with calluses now.
Your hands are rough from holding knives to handle beef tendons.
They've touched too much fat.
My daughter once said that my hands are like knives.
Everyone here has endured hardships.
We endure the hardships and we make money.
For the women at the farmer's market, burned scars and calloused hands are marks of their craft and medals of a happy life. As time passes by, the farmer's market transforms silently. It is a tapestry of time, weaving seasonal bounty into art and blending the worldly wisdom into poetry. Each stitch tells the story of the land and life.
Now I'm at a must-visit spot for tourists in Xiamen, the 8th Market. So many people here.
Nowadays, when we visit a farmer's market, delicious food is the new standard. Salmon's 8th Market is definitely on the list. Of course, this is due to its reputation among tourists. Every year, over 10 million visitors come here, experiencing the stalls in the market with the mindset of opening blind boxes. However, longtime Xiamen residents have a different approach to the 8th Market. Huang Mimi is known by her neighbors as Sis Mi.
Morning, Auntie. My home is about 30 meters from the 8th Market. I've been buying groceries here for over 20 years. How much?
60 yuan per kilogram.
60 yuan per kilogram? An alley near the 8th Market connects to many places, like a maze.
Built in the 1920s and 1930s, Xiamen's 8th Market was originally a seafood-free market by the docks. As the city expanded, locals used it as a center point to gradually extend their living spaces outward. Meanwhile, the market stalls kept evolving in the intricate streets and alleys. Today, the 8th Market has become a window for tourists to learn about Xiamen's urban culture and enjoy its beauty with the locals.
Fried shallot oil. What will you eat for tonic in winter today?
Fried shallot oil.
You're eating fried shallot today?
Yes, it's good.
We'll make crab stew with duck.
Crab stew with duck?
It's the best, yes.
I'd say you're the prettiest woman in the market.
Thank you.
A young girl has become a middle-aged woman. For me, visiting the farmer's market is quite healing. You feel so happy in the market. The 8th Market is like a treasure. If you walk through the streets and alleys, you'll find something you won't see in other markets.
Thanks to the 8th Market's reputation, Sesame runs a private kitchen restaurant. No. Nostalgic as she is obsessed with studying traditional Xiamen cuisine. Around the beginning of winter, she has her eye on the plump, large yellow croaker.
Yang, has the yellow croaker I ordered arrived?
Yes, wait a second.
You've only got 6?
They're all freshly delivered this morning.
I know, but I need to check them.
Traditional culinary techniques emphasize there is a perfect partner for seafood.
Is there any fat or pork? Can you cut here?
Yes.
I want the fat.
The older generation of chefs of Xiamen cuisine are aware of the harmony between seafood and pork. Ingredients from the mountains and sea together create a delightful feast. Soaked in boiling lard, the fat slowly melts away, leaving a crisp and elastic texture. The seafood and pork stuffing inside absorbs the aroma of the fat, alternating between the umami taste and thick texture. Following the predecessor's ideas on seafood cooking, stuffed with yellow croaker is Sesame's signature dish. Northerners usually think of as the pan-fried dumplings. But in Sesame's hands, the deboned yellow croaker becomes the wrapper filled with the minced water chestnut and pork, then topped with a slice of pork belly. This seemingly unusual cooking seeks to deliver the most familiar and satisfying meaty texture. Both the umami of fish and the aroma of pork are brought to life by the hot oil, creating a flavor that melts in your mouth and directly hits the senses.
Their combination is umami, and the aroma of the lard is activated. It reminds me of my childhood.
Time has left marks on the brick walls of the 8th Market, but remains forever in the old restaurants. This is a hub of memories. The old farmer's market is like a clay pot filled with ordinary life, preserving the most charming essence of a local culture. The changes in a farmer's market reflect the development of a city. In this expensive city, its continuation and renewal tell the story of an era.
Wishing you health.
After 2 years of renovation, the 88-year-old Macau Red Market reopened. People organized dragon dance and line dance to celebrate the rebirth of the old friend.
The Red Market is open, and I'll buy some dried food from...
From today, I no longer have to carry pork up to the 3rd floor.
What matters most is that everyone is happy.
It's clean and comfortable.
I'm happy to be back at work. The entire market is full of joy.
Macau people call the farmer's market a street market. This is a society of acquaintances in a small, crowded city. The first day of the Red Market's reopening was more like a reunion of old friends after a long separation.
I was 19 years old and hadn't done any job before. My grandpa, my dad and I, 3 generations of our family have lived here for 88 years.
Markets in Macau follow a special tradition where the stalls are often passed down within families across generations.
My mom sold shrimp, so she was called Lady Shrimp. Now it's my turn. I sell eels, so I'm called Lady Eel.
Where are these eels from?
They are all from Shunde.
Fixed stalls and fixed categories bring better quality ingredients and more loyal customers. Fangshan is the name given to freshwater eels by Guangdong people. Discerning Shunde chefs can now find their hometown's produce at the Red Market. Libu eel, a classic Shunde dish, can once again grace the tables of Macau people. But the stories at Red Market are not just about friendship.
I'm finally back. So much has changed,
This is where my Grammy used to live, the bedroom. My grandpa was an inspector at the Red Market, so I was lucky to live here. I stayed here until I was 16.
Nita's grandfather was Portuguese, and her grandmother was from Guangdong. Descendants from such mixed families are known as Macanese. The Red Market, completed in 1936, symbolizes the fusion of Eastern and Western cultures.
The Red Market used to be the highest place. Now there are many tall buildings, but back then, these were all farmlands. No cars, just ox carts. You could walk straight to the ox barn.
Although there isn't vast fertile land, it is bonded to the Chinese mainland. Tea. The bounty of the earth continuously nourishes this city. 9 farmers' markets, like shining pearls, string together the lives of Macau people, witnessing the vibrant energy of this city.
Morning. Long time no see. I need a bottle of vinegar. We need soy sauce for Macanese cuisine.
The diverse goods in the farmers' market, combined with the blended culinary traditions of Macanese families, created a unique culinary legacy, Macanese cuisine. It blends local ingredients, oriental spices, and Western cooking techniques. African chicken, which isn't from Africa, Portuguese chicken, which doesn't exist in Portugal, and Portuguese custard tarts are all uniquely Macanese creations.
I'm cooking cabidela today. What kind of chicken should I buy?
If you prefer a tender texture, choose this one.
It's fresh, delivered here between 6 o'clock a.m. and 8 o'clock a.m. This chicken feels just as fresh.
The cabidela Nita mentioned requires extremely fresh chicken. Turmeric powder and coriander seed powder for Southeast Asia envelop the juicy chicken. The frozen chicken blood air freighted from Portugal is the finishing touch of the dish. White vinegar oxidizes the iron ions in the blood, turning its bright red color into chocolate brown. Put the chicken blood into the wok. The potatoes become floury. Every tiny granule covering the chicken is a condensation of a diverse world.
The cabidela can remind me of a lot of things. The same as before. I can make a comeback with this.
Macau and the farmers' markets bring together foods and cultures from across the globe. Today's Red Market is a creative treasure trove admired even by top chefs.
What do you think? Which one you prefer?
Yeah, this one.
The spices nurtured in the eastern soil and the seafood cultivated from rivers and oceans. Only these proud creations of the city allow people to truly appreciate the classic culinary traditions, creating the next signature dish of Macau. Life is full of ups and downs, and the farmers' market is the most comforting place. If you feel bored, tired, or weary, take a stroll through the farmers' market. In the bustling marketplace, the joy from the heart is beginning to sprout.
4 yuan per kilogram.
Whistle.
Oh, perfect cutting skill.
Whistle music.
Beep! Thank you.